The last game for the Thanksgiving the last game of the Thanksgiving showcase here, the Patriots falling to the Minnesota Vikings 33-26 here. Vikings bounce back after getting whipped by the Cowboys last week. They come back, get a dub on prime time. Kirk Cousins said, I don't care about prime time football. I'm Kirk mother effing Cousins, and I'm going to throw it up, and Justin Jefferson's going to catch that ball. And Justin Jefferson is that dude. He really helped lead this Vikings team over the New England Patriots here, 33-26. Aaron, your biggest takeaway from this one here between these two teams?
My biggest takeaway is, I love being right. I'm always right. It's so good to be right. Why is it that I'm always right? Yeah, I'm going to say it.
Were you right?
I'm tooting my horn. I was right again. Again, look, I said this before the game when you talked about New England's defense. I said, you know what? We need to pump the brakes on how good that New England defense is. Once again, they haven't played any offenses. They benefit in the statistical categories by being a good defense because they get to play the Jets twice, and they get to go play the Browns without a quarterback, and they play the Steelers and the Packers. Well, even the Packers game they lost. Let's talk about the offenses that they've played against. Baltimore's offense, they gave up 37. They gave up 33 to Chicago. But, yeah, you can hold the Colts and the Lions to 0 points when they're without Amon-Ra St. Brown and DeAndre Swift. This is who they've beaten. Steelers, Lions, Browns, Jets, Colts. This Patriots team is not that great of a football team, guys. They are good enough because of Bill Belichick to beat teams that are in the middle of the road, but they are not good enough to beat good football teams. And despite how bad Minnesota's defense was, again, I knew Minnesota was the better team, and Minnesota was going to win this game because I knew they would not be able to stop that offense. And so I want to pump the brakes on the New England Patriots, and I get nobody's really been talking about them like that, but they're still sitting right there in that playoff picture in the AFC, and I think it's just false. I think it's a fake thing right now. They go play the Bills next week. Good luck with that. Then they get the Cardinals, Raiders, Bengals, Dolphins, Bills. I would imagine they're going to be in a very similar situation to the New York Giants, that they are going to be fighting for their playoff lives, and that they're probably going to be on the outside looking in when it's all said and done with that schedule. So nice, easy schedule to pad some wins early, but they're going to have to win some games late. My biggest takeaway here were these defenses still suck, both of them.
Yeah. I think my other big takeaway, and I know the stat line for Mac Jones, but Mac Jones also sucks. Like, Mac Jones sucks.
It's the same argument. You're paid. You're not. He was paid. He was drafted to be a franchise guy. You can't watch Mac Jones play football and think that's a franchise guy. It's funny how last year he was an MVP in the MVP talks. It's super funny how I haven't heard the media talk about Mac Jones in months. It's so funny how they just forget that all last year everybody was raving about him, and now I can't find him on the TV anywhere because they realized how wrong they were. And instead of coming out and saying it, they just go on to something else. Mac Jones is just Mac Jones. He's not an elite quarterback.
Yeah, no, and it's funny because he had a career high in passing yards in this one with 382 yards, and still at the end of the day, we're talking about him just not being able to do it. I thought the Patriots could have won that game if Mac Jones is not. There were certain throws in the clutch that Mac Jones did not make. I thought the Nelson Aguilar play at the end of the game, I thought he could have hit him, and it ended up getting Nelson Aguilar hurt. But I think that there were a few plays towards the end there where he was like, okay, he just couldn't hit him. And then there were plays in the pocket where I'm like, man, he's like very Matt Ryan-esque, where he's just standing there and not able to move and step up and make a play. And again, the stat line says history-making day for Mac Jones. It really wasn't that special of a day as the Vikings defeat the Patriots 33-26.